John in Atlanta, Georgia says, "Hey, Paul, I see you have the studios finished and I watched the tour of it, but I wonder if you wouldn't mind giving us a personal tour of the tracking room and then perhaps the control room and mix room." Whew, okay, I can do that. So this is Octave Records' tracking room, and it's not yet complete, but it's, I'd give it an 80%. We are already tracking in here. We have made, multiple recordings and working all the kinks and the bugs out. This is a different kind of room than a lot of recording studios. So let's start with some of the basics. You'll notice on the walls, diffusers everywhere. Well, one of the things we wanted to go for that a lot of studios don't do and don't want to do is to go for a very natural live sound to the room. Not echoey, I mean, still good, but it's live. You can hear my voice as I move anywhere in the room. It's very even. And that's due to these diffusers, where a lot of studios will have trying to make the room as dead as they possibly can, or a combination of that. I mean, everybody's got their theory, right? Everybody has a theory about how they're going to get the best, sound that they can. And many studios, especially studios for hire, are always faced with a conundrum. And that is, they don't know from day to day their purpose. They don't know why or who they are recording for what. So one day for a studio for hire, you might have, a rock group come in. The next day, you might have a classical group come in. The day after, you might do Foley work for a movie. And the day after that, who knows? So that's a real tough thing. So you've got to build an all-purpose studio in that case. And we are fortunate at Octave Records and PS Audio because we understand what we want. We're not for hire. The studio isn't for hire. This studio is a musician's paradise in that you don't come here and pay. You stay here and do whatever you have to do. We pay for the whole thing, and our goal is to build great sounding music for audiophiles, for people who care about sound to the extent that we do, okay? That's why we're here. That's what we do. And we know our audience. I'm not going to do movie production in here. I'm not going to do, anything in here that isn't something that would be adored and loved by our audience, people who love music and who want the very best sound. Sound so extraordinary, they haven't been able to get it on their stereo systems yet. And we're doing it. So, for example, one of the things that we do is as we elevate the microphone, and if I could just lift myself up, which teleportation, I haven't been able to work on that, or self-levitation. I haven't got there yet, working on it. But if I could, you would hear that as I go up, it gets a little bit livelier than down here, where we've got a lot of carpet and down here is a pretty perfect balance for what we kind of mic down here. But up here, it's very live sounding, very room sounding. So we put, like our DPA Omnis, we'll put a pair of those up high and capture the room sound that we carefully blend in and mix into the mix so that you hear this giant room and still you get the intimacy of the players. The latest Gabriel Mervine piece that we did was very much like that. And people just like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. We for the Audiophile's Guide, the loudspeaker, we made that disc, and when you put that on a properly set up pair of loudspeakers, whew, it sounds like the musicians are right in the room. That's what we're looking for, and that's why we built it like this. Okay, enough rambling. Steinway Grand, nice set of mics. It normally is the drum set over here. We it's in the middle of the room because we're making a change. Hammond B3 organ. Over here we've got our headphone setup. So headphones are pretty important, and here we've got a 8-channel, or is it? No, it's 16, sorry. It's a 16-channel DAC, everything done at high bandwidth DSD that the musicians can mix themselves anything they want to hear in their headphones, and that's all through that cabinet over here. In fact, I know this is against cinematic rules, but I'm going to pick up the camera and we'll walk it over here so that you can see. I'll do it slow so I don't make you too sick. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so now you can see the setup of the headphones, and that's our headphone rack in there. I mean, that's a lot of stuff just for headphones. I guarantee you that's a lot of stuff in there. And then you can see over here there's the Hammond, and it's Leslie, and so pretty simple room, nice and big, comfy, and there's the ISO room over to the left. Tomorrow I'm going to show you into the main control room. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.